To the coronavirus emergency and the alarming increase in the number of pediatric COVID cases. Nearly 204,000 new cases reported last week among children. This coming as kids head back to school and the education department investigates anti-mask mandates. Steve Osunsami joins us from outside the CDC with more. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Michael. Health officials here say that when you look at the number of new infections and new hospitalizations, it's clear we're seeing a rise in COVID with children, and this is calling for more precautions, authorities say, that are needed in schools.
This week it is back to school in Chicago after nearly 18 months away from the classroom. And as more children across the country head back to schoolrooms, the fight over face coverings in the classroom is getting more intense. On Monday, the Department of Education took it to a new level, launching a civil rights investigation into 5 states where Republican governors have made it against the law for school districts to require their students to wear masks. The government is accusing Iowa, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Utah of discriminating against students with compromised immune systems and other issues that make those students more vulnerable to catching the coronavirus. For now, the feds say that they're ignoring states like Florida, Texas, Arkansas, and Arizona, where they have similar laws, but they're tied up in court.
We know the spread of COVID happens when masks are not being used. We need to get those students back in because many times those are the students that really require the most support.
Last week, there were nearly 204,000 new cases reported of sick children, the second highest week on record.
What we know is that the risk of COVID is far greater than any concerns that parents should have about masking. Masking is a simple weapon that we have to making sure that we have a school year that is successful for all our kids.
That simple weapon is dividing school systems and their parents, who are screaming and yelling at school board meetings across the country and staging protests outside school offices.
Unmask our kids!
At this school board meeting in Florida, where they just recently required students to wear masks, it got physical.
All of this on live television.
There's a post from the former Secretary of Education that's getting a good deal of both praise and criticism this morning. Arne Duncan worked under President Obama and compared people fighting face coverings to suicide bombers at the airport in Afghanistan, saying that they both blow themselves up, inflict harm on those around them, and are convinced they are fighting for freedom.
One thing that could help ease concerns is making young children eligible for the vaccine. And there is hope that the government could get to that point, Michael, by this winter.
Yeah, a lot of people are hoping for that, Steve. And the CDC released some new information about vaccine effectiveness.
Yes, they have. Health officials look at the numbers of hospitalizations and actually study the numbers as it relates to people who've been vaccinated. They're not sure why this is happening. They think it could be because, of course, immunity lessens over time or because of the Delta variant. But they've noticed that in people above 75 years old, vaccine hospital effectiveness dropped from 90% to 80% between the months of June and July. Guys.
All right, Steve Osunsami, thank you as always.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.